Hi, Ritenour School for Early Childhood Education families. My name is Miss Jen, and I am so excited that you're going to be joining our community for this next year. And I wanted to take this time to introduce myself. I want you to know I have an open door policy. If you need to call or talk to me, you are welcome to. You may call the office to get a hold of me, or the direct line to my office is 314 493 6240. You can request a meeting. We can always chit chat. You can also email me at singletonj@ritnerschools.org. I am here to serve you and the Ritner community, and please let me know how I can do that. But I wanted to go over some details because I know we're super excited about the start of the year. And I want to talk about what's important here and what's very important here, and so that we can really talk that over. I'm going to share my screen with you real quick because I have the handbook up and I think it's important to share that as we talk. So, again, here we are a child center, play based, Reggio inspired school, which is very exciting because it means that your child is put first and learning is done in a way that engages each student and meets each child where they are. So, I want to go over the arrival and dismissal time. And right here for full day students, the school day is 8:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. You can drop your child off starting at 8:15 in the morning, and you'll park your car in the parking lot. It gets really busy. So be patient, drive safely, lots of little people, watch out for them. And so you'll walk your child in and you'll sign them in at the clipboard, and then you will leave and make room for another parent in the parking lot. And then so students need to be here by 8:30 or they are considered tardy. And then dismissal starts at 3:30 and it goes all the way until 4. And this is so in case you have to pick up an elementary school kiddo, that you have that available to you a little bit more of a time. If you are having some situation, maybe you're a parent that has to pick up at Wyland and you need to talk something out, please come talk to me and we can work out almost everything. If you have any questions general about the school, or if you are paying for before care or after care, Pam Dahl is our secretary and sits at the front desk. That's who you'll want to talk to. We have a social worker, a school social worker here on Fridays, and that's Miss Amy Borland. She's an excellent resource for anything that you need in the community, anything that you need in the schools. She's very helpful with that and helps us meet our social emotional learning needs. And again, parents as teachers, if you haven't signed up for that, that lasts all the way until kindergarten, has lots of great resources, and Mr. Michael Aiken will be the person that you want to talk to with that. Attendance is extremely, extremely important here. So the reason that we are able to offer free tuition is because we have to calculate attendance to the state, and we need everyone in that 90 to 95% rate of attendance. So if you go to the doctor or go to the dentist, and I know that has to happen, try to make it outside of school hours. If you can't, please bring in that note. That's really important, that we have record of whether the absence is excused. Call in if you can. If you call in but you don't have a doctor's note, it is an unexcused absence, but you're allowed 5 of those absences, and then we'll give you a call and we'll try to make an attendance plan so we can help understand the context of what's going on and we can work out a plan. After 8, we're a little like, oh, we got to work something out. When we get past 10, we really need to talk about maybe putting somebody else in that place, and working something else out, or helping you find additional resources for maybe there's a problem that needs to be solved. So I just want to let you know that. We will also participate in district early release days this year. So that dismissal time is at 1:25. Afternoon classes will not meet that day. And those dates are already on the calendar. So they're not September 12th, October 17th, November the 2nd, February 6th, and April 17th. So those days we will not have class in the afternoon, and our dismissal time is 1:25. So if you have to pick up a little bit different of a time earlier than that, let me know. We can be flexible on those days. I understand that work schedules get a little crazy. So, again, there's before and after care, and so that's available also. Office hours are 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. We do have in the handbook our student expectations. You'll hear a lot about being safe, being kind, and being responsible. And we put that in parents too. We want to make sure we're driving slowly, we're modeling those behaviors we want to see in our kids. Making sure that we're not using cell phones in the classroom, that we're not, having our kids on the cell phones when they come in, because that sometimes makes separation really, really hard. We want to encourage independence. If your child's having a hard time struggling, you'll work with the teacher to make sure not to prolong that saying goodbye, but giving that hug and assuring them that they're going to be okay, because they will be okay, mama and daddies too. So we have our vision and mission here and what we believe from our students. We know our students are capable, unique learners. This is where that Reggio philosophy comes into play, which is just believing in our children and believing they're going to show us so many things, and we're always amazed by our kiddos. So we also believe that you are one of our key teachers and decision makers with your child. The next part kind of goes over that tuition for before and after care and what that looks like. Again, contact Pam Dahl at the office if you're interested in that. That does fill up very quickly. Go to with our curriculum. So our curriculum, we use Project Construct, which is a Missouri State approved curriculum for early childhood. And it is also a constructivist curriculum. So this is what it looks like for our teachers. And that constructivist curriculum helps kids build knowledge based on their interests. And we believe that they are not empty vessels to be filled, but that they can construct their own learning through experiences, through high quality materials. And we're really excited about that. So I take a look at that. And again, contact me or your child's teacher if you have any questions about that, because we're really excited about what we're doing through that. And our teachers have been trained in that. We do have lunchtime and 2 snack times here every single day for your kiddos, a morning snack, a lunch, and an afternoon snack when they wake up from their rest time. And we ask that you don't bring in a lunch unless you have some type of dietary need, and then contact me directly and we can work out an arrangement for that. We will often need a doctor's note to make that accommodation. And that's just another one of those state stipulations, because they are wanting to ensure that all of our kids get that healthy meals a day. But please contact me if there's any type of exemptions that need to be made. We also do have a quiet rest time each day. State licensing says that we want every kid to lay quietly for 30 minutes at least. Our rest time is around from 1 to 3. Of course, if we have non-nappers, after 30 minutes, they might do a quiet activity. School tired is tired though, so kids often need that. At rest time. We do expect our kids to be fully potty trained. We know accidents will happen, so make sure you pack that change of clothes for your child all the way down to their socks really helps, and keep that in their backpack, and we will put that in aside for the kids, and then you'll change it in winter time so that it's winter appropriate clothes. So we'll talk about that again too. The kids also have 1 hour of play outside a day, and our weather conditions, we go outside in all different weather conditions. So in the winter, make sure that they have gloves and scarves and hats. All of that is really, really important. So if your child's not going to be here, please call 314-493-6240. Report the reason that they're absent, leaving a message. Also, again, we have that school snack, breakfast, lunch. Make sure that you let us know. For birthdays, you are welcome to bring in treats. Make sure they are store bought, and make sure you communicate that with the teacher. So we do allow that here at Early Childhood. And if you are a non-birthday celebrant, that is okay too. We will respect that, but be sure to tell your teacher that. I give a free book to every kid on their birthday, and for our non-celebrants, I just choose a random day to make sure that they get a book too. So you're going to make sure you're signing your child in and out each day. Every classroom has a clipboard. You'll sign them in or out. If you do before care or after care, they have the clipboards during that time. We want to make sure we're walking in the hallway using inside voices. We're arriving at school on time. And then always make sure anyone who's picking up your child is one on that pickup list and also has a valid ID. We don't want to leave doors propped open. That's a safety thing. Our doors are locked throughout the day, and teachers use their badge card to get in. When you go to the front office, you will push the buzzer, and Miss Pam will let you in. During arrival and dismissal, at times the doors are propped open by us. We're greeting families. That is a little bit different. And we want to make sure we're driving slowly and cautiously through the parking lot. As far as dress code, we want your child to be comfortable, ready to play. I would not dress them in clothes that you would mind them getting dirty in because we do play in dirt and we do paint. And so we don't do that on picture day. We do try to keep our kids very clean for picture day because we know that that's important. But please make sure they're wearing closed toed shoes. Tennis shoes are the best just because they're running and they're playing, and we want to make sure we avoid injury. So, again, take a look at this to get even more details. Here is our licensing rules for outside play, and again, these are regulated by the state of Missouri, and we are a licensed facility. If it is above 100 degrees, which factors in heat index, we have indoor recess in our activity room. 90 to 100 degrees, our kids do get out for 5 to 10 minutes. Anywhere from 32 to 9 degrees, we're outside, we're playing without any restrictions. They do have water available to them, a drinking fountain outside. 20 to 32, 10 to 15 minutes at a time. 10 to 20 degrees, 5 to 10 minutes, and then anything from 0 to 10 degrees is indoor recess. So we know research says that kids cannot get sick when they're exposed to cold weather, but we want to make sure that they're well protected. And we know that there are some specific situations where a child may not be able to be outside during hot or cold weather seasons. And please share that with your classroom's teacher and have Dr. Medical documentation available so that we know that. If you have any medication that needs to be given at school, you're going to contact Pam Dahl. We do not have a general education nurse here. We have a special education nurse, but not a general education nurse. So Miss Pam serves as that. So there's a medication form here that you will have your doctor fill out. It's very important, and make sure you give those medications to the office. You already probably know about immunizations. You had to turn that in. If you have any exemption, please share that with Miss Pam. So if your child is ill, 100-degree or higher fever in the past 24 hours, they're having vomiting, diarrhea, or any of these other symptoms, you do want to keep them home and call in and let us know that that's going on. If they become ill during the school day or hurt, we will call you and let you know what's going on. So please make sure your emergency contacts stay up to date. That's going to be very, very essential. So this is our school pledge. We do it all the time. So every morning I get on the announcements. I do a video announcements and send that to the classroom's teacher. So that's here. And then I included some resources about our second step, which is our early learning social emotional curriculum, so that you have it. We want you to be involved. If you are a parent that can help out in any way, please contact me. We have the back to school bash, the homecoming, all kinds of different events that we would love to have your help with. So please share that with us. And it has some other great tips in here so that we have that. The very end of here are just some resources that I love and I wanted to share with you. One of these is called Serve and Return. This is probably one of my most favorite resources, both as an administrator, but also as a parent. So I have a 6 and an 8-year-old, and I found this research great. It's out of Harvard, and it's the idea that we make eye contact with our kid, we really listen to our kid, and we take turns. We practice turn taking with that. And that's really, really important. And I highly suggest checking that out. And then there are various different types of play, and there's kind of a timeline of how kids play. And so that's in there too. There's some more information on constructivism and co-regulation, which is just that idea that sometimes our kiddos can't get themselves together by themselves and they need a calm adult to help them co-regulate with them. And so there's some ideas and strategies. Sometimes that might look like, you are angry. When mommy's angry, I take deep breaths. Can I come sit by you and take deep breaths? And that sometimes works so much better than maybe that punishment or yelling. And it's just a new way of looking at things. So have those resources in there too. And again, I want to assure you that you can contact me anytime with any questions. I am here for you. And this is my 22nd year in the Ritenour School District, and I love being part of the community. And so reach out to me if you have any questions. Reach out to your child's teacher. We are here to serve you. So have a fantastic, fabulous day, and I'll see you soon.